Hello YouTubers, this is the last fire alarm update of 2016, moving into 2017. So, I've been working on this alarm system the past month. So, I'm going to start off with this guy here, the wheel lock. As you all know, it's been in the same location since day one. Nothing hasn't changed there. Here's a Gentex alarm right up here, Commander 3, that hasn't changed. But I also, too, I added in this Spectra alert up here in the closet with the little hole that was already poked there. Got that sucker up on the system. The other Spectra alert's in the workshop, which I'll show you guys. And you might have saw the preview in the last alarm update video. So, yeah, that guy's working. This smoke detector is working just fine. Nothing hasn't changed with that. Now, here's a really new alarm. The Wheel Lock Model NS. Right next to the Bogan speaker. What I had to do is disconnect this guy, but rewire this existing line with the other alarms here. So, this guy is pretty loud. It's pretty loud like this other wheel lock here. This guy's pretty loud. And also this guy, I changed it a little bit. You might notice there's two lines now coming to it, so what I did with this guy was, there's two pins that supply the power, and then there was another pin on this that sends low voltage out. And most of it's in here. I'll open my access panel. Let's set it down right here. Now, you may wonder what this yellow tape is. That's actually a 9-volt relay. One of those relays you see in electronics. I actually got this out of a home receiver that no longer worked anymore, so I salvaged that out. This powers the relay, therefore it engages to shut these alarms on. So this gets set off in any way, and this is no control panel or anything. So no control panel, it's completely all this supplying power to that relay, therefore engaging, closing the circuit to set these alarms off. Both in here in my workshop, and then if this ever just set off in the middle of the night for no reason, there's my switch right there. That's my reset switch. So I'll demonstrate you guys how I set this off and how you reset it. But first, let me close this up. Close that off. And we're gonna go into the workshop. That's where most of the magic is at in there today. Right here, we have a Wheel Lock Model AS. Now, this had some issues. When I first got this, the strobe didn't work, there was no sound working. The sound does act up a little bit on this still, but I figured out why. And I added that screw in if you were wondering why it's not red. I added that in because it had no screw. So the strobe works fine now. What it had was it had solder joints. The main capacitor was not making great contact with the board because it's aging bad. And by the way, this is from 1998, so I've got fire on the side. And then the problem why my sound is chirping pretty bad. It works at first, and then it kind of starts chirping all over the place. Because whoever was in here before me, because I got these used on eBay, someone broke a coil in there, which I'm actually going to attempt to repair it pretty soon with all these TV parts. Yes, these TV parts have those coils I'm looking for. But it's nice and bright with the strobe. The strobe works overall good. And that's not part of the alarm system. That'll be in the next video that I'll be making. And here's this other Spectra alert I was talking to you guys about. I screwed it up on the beam, and therefore you see that little wrap on the rafters I made there? That goes to the Spectra alert. And from there it goes across this beam, all the way across under this fluorescent light, makes the turn to this other Gentex Commander 3, all the way across the workshop. And yes, that one smoke detector sets all these guys off. And then right here, is another access panel I put in the wall here. My custom wall I made. Just a breadboard with wires. Eventually I'm going to be putting stuff on this breadboard. But it's just a circuit across. And there's nothing else on this side. So I'm going to go set these alarms off, and they're pretty loud. So there's no one in this house right now but me. Because I know everyone could get annoyed around here by these alarms. Just gonna take my ordinary speaker magnet and I'm gonna put it way up there. So 3, 2, 1. Strobe's actually working, it's just having issues on the camera. And there you go. Flip it off and flip it on, and there you go. System's back in service again. Now the voltage is decreasing a lot in some circuits, so that's why these alarms are kind of chirping everywhere. Because there's just 3 9-volt batteries hooked in series. So yeah, it's pretty loud. These two are the loudest of all. Eventually I'm going to probably go in here and add maybe 1, 2 more alarms in here. Because remember that video I showed you guys how I ran the wire all the way through in here? That's how I got this alarm to work all the way to this side now. So I hope this video was enjoyable for you guys out there. And I hope you have a wonderful Merry Christmas and Happy New Year's. And there's another video coming along, so stay tuned for that one to be coming. Okay, so I did a little experiment to see if all the alarms would go off. So this is actually a bonus clip of this video. So let me set them off again using this power supply. But first, I gotta shut the switch on. That's the screamers. Smoke detectors are on their own battery. Batteries must be running low, so got our green light. There we go. There we go. So actually increasing the voltage, and the thing about that this power supply is it really never fluctuates. It stays constant. And that's why all these screamers are pretty loud and all the strobes are going off. And you finally got to hear the wheel lock just go off simultaneously without chirping all over the place. Because there's more voltage. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And remember, be good for Christmas, because you want those presents, especially your fire alarm people out there that like fire alarms. You might get some for Christmas. So have a wonderful Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year's, and stay tuned for more to come.